Hi, Gada Vanderpool here from MamaGoesBam.com. I'm here today with the high-speed Optimum 9400 blender, just to give you my first impressions of having this blender for the last couple of days. As you can see, really lovely big 2-liter jug, BPA free, which makes it, this size makes it really easy. I made a huge batch of soup over the weekend that served myself, my husband, and the 2 kids, and we're probably going to get at least one more meal out of it, if not a third. And then it also comes with a tamper tool, which I use mainly with the soup. I haven't really had to use it for anything else, but it is kind of helpful, if you're putting spinach in, just to push it down. Also in the box, you get your Optimum guidebook, which is pretty thin because really it's pretty self-explanatory, little piece of equipment, so you don't really need too much more on it. You also get this deliciously raw cookbook, which is good inspiration for soups and dressings. Yeah, so it was a good help to get started with as well. So far I've made a couple of different smoothies. I've included berries and spinach. I've even put, I like to put raw oats in my smoothie sometimes as well, and I've been putting beetroot in. It's a bit of a boost for winter. We've all been walking around with sniffly noses. And the great thing is you just cut up, whether it's the butternut squash or putting in beetroot, you just cut it up roughly. You don't even have to take the skin off, and the blender just blends it all up. Nothing left behind. No skin left behind. It's all really nice and smooth. So this one's got berries and beetroot, and I didn't peel the skin, and you would never know. You can't see any skin in it at all. But besides smoothies, I'm really enjoying, because this is high speed, you can do a lot more with it. Like I said, the soup, which was great. Butternut squash soup with, just cut up butternut squash, apple, some onions, shove it all in there with about a cup of hot water, and within about 7-8 minutes or so, I had lukewarm soup, where normally you'd have to kind of roast the vegetables and then put it on the oven, boil it up, all that sort of stuff. It takes quite a bit longer, so it's nice to know that not only am I saving time, but the kids are getting some healthy meals, some healthier meals. We're getting lots of vegetables in. They've had a different juice every morning. We had a juice with beetroot. They really like that because you get like the bright color with the beetroot, as well with oranges. I've also made black bean brownies, which were fantastic. The kids had no idea that 90% of these brownies were made with black beans, and there's just a couple of, there's no flour, no added sugar, just a couple of chocolate chips to have that chocolatey flavor. Yeah, so overall, I'm really loving the time-saving ability of this, of just, the fact that it just cuts through everything. If you just cut stuff up roughly, like apples, you don't have to worry about the seeds. Everything just gets blended up in here. So I'm really loving that, and I think it's going to be great to be able to just get, more and more vegetables in. Like every smoothie I'm creating for the kids, I'm putting spinach in there, and because there's no funny bits in it and it's coming out nice and smooth, they're not even knowing. So that's great. So I think this is going to be really helpful for our family. And hopefully, if you want to find some, I'm going to share the recipes of stuff that I create. I think the first one will be the black bean brownies. Come on over to MamaGoesBam.com to see those recipes, as well if you want to find out more about this Optimum 9400 blender. Presently, you can get it through Froothie, froothie.co.nz in New Zealand. There's also distribution in Australia. So come on over to MamaGoesBam.com for more recipes for the Optimum 9400, or you can also visit froothie.co.nz if you want to find out more about the Optimum 9400.